How's it going out there? This is Feed Your Mind. And so they can only control the ignorant general public. And so that's the only reason why we are headed in the direction we are, is because so many people are uneducated and ignorant. Everybody wants to trust the science. Trust the science, as if science cannot be corrupted. As if science is not big pharma. As if science is a religion. Because what's going on here is everybody is just trust them, help. They're going to help us get out of this situation. Trust them. Don't question them. Trust them. That's what's going on here, is everybody's just trusting. They refuse to question. They refuse to think for themselves. They've been brainwashed by television. They've been brainwashed by news. They've been brainwashed by fact checkers. The facts. Everything's about the facts. Okay? Do you realize that just because they're saying, oh, this is the facts, there's no evidence. There's no evidence of this. There's no evidence of that. That means just dismiss any type of thinking that you're doing right now. Just dismiss all of that, because there's no evidence. There's no facts. It's getting out of control. With what are you talking about? I mean, so you're saying that just don't question anything. Don't hear the other side of the story. It's like, it's like if you were a judge or a juror or even a detective, and then you start investigating the case. Yeah, let's go with the detective in the juror part, where, okay, so you're investigating this case, okay, and then the first people you run into, there's like two sides of the story, right? So you get to one side of the story. You get to one side, and they say, it looks like, they probably did something, but they're like, nope, this is what actually happened. It's not what it looks like. This is what's going on. And do not ask the other side anything. Do not question them. Do not, okay, there's another party involved, that there's other witnesses involved, but don't bother asking the witnesses anything. Don't ask the witnesses anything, because I'm telling you what happened, and this is what happened. And the witnesses will only have unverified and false information. I'm giving you the facts. I'm giving you the facts of what happened. And the other side, all the other witnesses that witnessed what happened, don't even question them. In fact, let's silence them. Let's silence them, but make sure they don't speak. And let's just not even have the conversation with them. I will tell you what happened, because I'm in charge here. I'm in charge of this place. So I run this department. So I saw everything. I'm the only one you need to talk to. I'm going to give you the facts. I'll give you all the facts. Make sure you don't question any other witnesses that observed what happened. Because if what they say does not agree with what I'm saying, then there's no point of even talk to them, right? So let's just have me tell you what happened. Do not talk to the other side. So that's what's going on right now in reality, is people are willing to allow authorities to tell them, do not look into this. Do not look into that. Just, don't look into it. We're going to remove them from having access to look at them. And if we don't remove them, we'll make sure You don't really see them. We'll make sure that the people saying these things that we don't agree with are not seen or heard for the most part. You have to really, really put a lot of effort in to find these people. We'll make sure that they're pretty much silenced, and some of them will just outright remove, so that you can't talk to them. And then just don't worry about what they have to say. It doesn't matter if they're doctors or scientists or anything. If they're not agreeing with what the mainstream narrative is, don't even bother talking to them. And people are going along with it. You would have to fire these people if they were detectives or a juror. Like, if you were a detective or a juror, if that was your job, but that's not their job. But it's just like it's an example. Like, if they held a position like that, they would be completely fired, because when somebody says don't whatever you do not ask these people anything or even listen to them. As a detective, that would perk my interest. That would I'd have to ask them questions now. They're just pointing out these people, do not listen to them. It doesn't matter if they're doctors or scientists or anything. It doesn't matter their credentials. If they're not speaking what the mainstream narrative, don't listen to them. And the general public is going along with that. They're like, okay. Yeah, he said don't listen to those people, so we're not gonna listen to them. We're not gonna even bother to hear what they have to say. That, how ignorant that is? That's where all the information is then, I guess. Like, if somebody's saying that's so, like, it's if somebody's just going through all of that just to make you not hear somebody, how is the general public going along? Like, why aren't they running to these sources? Find these sources. Find these people that are being silenced. Because I guess they're lazy. I guess that's the odds. That's the odds. Like, you tell them don't look for these people and don't listen to them. And then you get rid of most of them, and then you hide the others. And then I guess they figure the chances are the general public will not look for them. And I guess that's the case. Now, I am starting to see a lot of alternative platforms starting to rise up a little bit. It looks like some of the numbers are getting better on some of these alternative platforms, and other alternative platforms are beginning to emerge. So it just takes for the people that found these alternative platforms to really promote them and make sure the word gets out to everybody to, come over here and listen to what we got to say, because they didn't want you to hear us. So why don't you give us a listen, And it's like, make up your mind after you hear both sides of the story. That's just common sense. You would think that would be common sense for the general public, but it's not. It's like, hear both sides out. That's how you make an educated decision. You have to hear all sides of the story. What is this? You're allowing these big these big corporations to and these big platforms to dictate what you listen to and what you hear and what you say. And you're just going along with it without questioning them and without questioning why they don't want you to hear it. They're saying don't hear all sides of the story. That's just like, any detective would know to hear all sides of the story before you determine what happened. Before you determine what happened, hear everything out. Hear all the sides. Then you can piece together the truth. They're saying don't hear this side because everything there might not be true, or some of it might not be true, or all of it might not be true. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Let me hear it out, and then I'll decide if it's true or not, if I want to believe it or not. That's not the way they're allowing things to happen right now. And people are going along with it, which is disturbing. But people will perish for their lack of knowledge. So do not allow yourself to be in that situation where you have lack of knowledge, and you're allowing that by refusing to look into things. Oh, Big Pharma. Let's just listen to Big Pharma's side. Let's listen to just the mainstream scientist side, or the mainstream, just the mainstream narrative. Just whatever the mainstream news says. And then don't even look into the other side. Like, that's how you learn. That's how you learn the truth, is hearing all sides. Hear out all sides. And then determine, then you're at least educated on what people are saying in all, you have to be educated on what all sides are saying about a subject. And then decide. Because the truth is the truth. The truth will shine bright. The truth will shine like the sun, like in a room full of darkness. The truth will shine bright like the sun. So I would guess no matter how much anybody tries to cover up the truth will be visible and recognizable. Deep down, even if you try to deny it, the truth will be there. So this has been a brainstorm session. I'll leave links to some other videos in the comment section and the description box. I'll also leave links to my other channels and social media. And if you want to donate to this channel, you can donate as little as $1 to help keep things going over here at Feed Your Mind, so I can put out more content. You'll also gain access to my secret videos, early releases, and sneak peeks. So thank you for all your support. All links are in the comment section and the description box. This has been Feed Your Mind, signing off.